You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go, then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Gormley! We're running out of time. The battle...
Dar Sulthurse Alduin Ukri. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krithwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
Know that Gormley sent you down to death! Hakon! A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Galthor, Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Meye, Tarodis, Ani, Him Hind Paliv, Zuu Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day. Zakul!
Nivarin Jur, what have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarodis Parthenox, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel
Radin!
fear for the first time, Worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Go, damn you! It's no use. Use the scroll, Keldir. Now!
Hold Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Alduin, we shout you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
It worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Aloki Nakib Silesur. Belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Lost Funt, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend. You know it.
Jur? Zaprul!
My power has waxed, while yours has waned.
Jur? Zaprul!
Join me or perish.
Unshrat Hokoran.
I will Ruthwan Nivarin Shur. You may have been.
Jur? Zaprul!
Mar Sara Sovngarde. Hurt him while he's grounded. I have feasted on many greater than you. Mizmul Dovahkiin, you have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Jur? Zaprul!
Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongrach victory, but Not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pahlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us, Matmahus, but it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps a fine place to trap one. Yes. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since.
Jur! Zafrul!
Thuum! She summons the Thuum.
May the gods watch over... I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a... What you're asking for is... You want me to let the... Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we... I don't know about such thing. Now what's this nonsense about... I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me. Do you think they will? No. I can't risk weakening the city. Then I would be glad to, but getting both sides to agree to it. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, I, Dragonborn, maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Alduin? I feared as much. We are not warriors. You misunderstand our... I see. Part even the... We will see if they still remember us. Above.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure
I remember
on
you.
Whiterun.
You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. I'm sorry to hear that. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding. I have the greatest... But... I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius... All... Even Tullius... Yes. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Wold! The Thum! She summons the Thum!
Heard they're reforming the...
I mostly deal with petty thievery and...
Speak with the Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms again. They are getting to be a problem. My job is to quell this I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering. Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance to bluster about... He's probably hoping... Yes, fine.
I'm telling
I'll come
you,
to this Greybeard
Ulfric's
Council.
planning an attack on
For all the
Whiterun.
good.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar.
He doesn't have the
Can you
men.
believe it?
That's not
Both
what my
Ulfric
scouts
Stormcloak
report,
and
sir.
General Tullius
Every
have
day
agreed to
more
go.
join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine.
If it's arms or armor you need, see Beyrand. Castle.
So, I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this. But regret. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Be careful.
Take your seat, and we can begin. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
To arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough! First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well-fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. Not enough to outweigh the loss of Markarth. Fair enough. I was hoping you could put aside your loyalties for the greater good, but I see you're firmly in Ulfric's camp. Still, having another port would ease our supply situation considerably. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
I don't blame you, Dragonborn. You made the best of a bad situation. But I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
That's
it have
enough
to
out
do
of
with
you.
the...
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
You see what talking to them gets us?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
You've been even-handed so far. What do you say to our demand? I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Shores, bones, where will these demands end?
Out with it, then.
We want Kralder removed as Jarl of Winterhold and an Imperial candidate put in his place.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say? As I expected, you favor your friends. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
Let's hear it.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial forces into the Pale, Skald the Elder will go into exile, and Brinna Merilis will assume the Jarlship. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphi, by calling the dragon with the voice, he's not compelled. I think it's very likely. Indeed.
There's one more thing.
The problem.
We know
While
about
you were
Parthenax.
arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple.
That's fine. We need it. And he's not just... He committed atrocities so infamous. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as Blades if we continued to help you. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us.
You'll have to speak up.
And return to his old master.
Did you need something? Justice can be harsh, but it is still justice. Parthenax deserves to die. Parthenax was the author of many atrocities during the Dragon War, crimes great enough to be remembered for thousands of years. True, he turned traitor to Alduin and helped overthrow the dragon cult, but that does not excuse or expiate his previous deeds. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he pay with his life. Goodbye, then.
Do the right thing. Parthenax deserves to die.
Yes?
Od Aving! Od Aving!
May the gods watch. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your... Now that it's upon us. As I promised, my men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Od
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours.
Aving!
We're ready. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Hear that? Smear, you won't leave here alive.
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Die, dragon!
Hit.
Dovahkiin,
Walter,
here I am.
Close.
I'll see you burn.
Take cover. No sign of
Cleared out,
That's
I
it.
guess.
Now wait until he's well inside.
Jur? Zafrul!
Now, quickly!
Zu in Sir Alduin, Renik, many of among ourselves. Once he has been Zu lost Ofan Hinlan. Now that only of course I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Indeed, Orin Britbro, I cannot leave here until you defeat Alduin, which you cannot do without my help. You have reconsidered. You will release me, Roland, if in return I promise to take you to Onik, and you free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafin.
You have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea, even for you.
I can't believe that worked. You sure about that? You want to let your funeral? Someone else is going to have to help you get him back in there.
What are you doing back there?
Get ready to open the trap. This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Was nu? Dini dein Rufe Astval. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Saran Uth, I await Zuk Brit Oth.
Amativ. Tinsalok. This is as far as I can take you. Griffboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Skoldofen fen Kostinok. Skoldofen fen Kostinok.
Wolf!
Fus Roda! Fus! Roda! Fus! Roda! Nok Bakur! Nok Bakur!
Turn back. Many have braved the shadowed veil. I do not. Alduin, can you lead the way to where I saw? Show. Hurry. I'll try to hold to your hopeful purpose.
Bakur!
Quickly, before this encompassing fog once more snares me in the World Eater's net.
Nok Bakur!
Look! Bakur!
What brings you, Wayfarer Grim? To wander here, but sure restrained are... By what right do you living or dead, by decree of shore. None may pass this... perilous bridge, till I judge them worthy by the warrior's test. Living or dead, by decree of shore, none may pass this perilous bridge, till I judge them.
Fus Roda!
Fus Roda! You fought well. I find you... It is long since one of the living has entered here. May shore's favor follow.
Well, by Shaw's command we sheathed our blades, and ventured not, but 3 await your word. Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far. Welcome, by Shaw, but 3. Gormlaith, the fearless, still glad-hearted in battle. The way of the voice is the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. But if you Feldir, the old.
At long last, Alduin's doom is now ours to seal. Just speak the word, and with high hearts, we'll hasten forth.
Far you've traveled, your trials long, to taste Sovngarde.
Seek ye food or song unending? Fighting,
Let us
drinking,
counsel take
fellowship,
before
and
battle is blindly joined. Alduin's mist is more than a snare. Its shadowy gloom is his shield and cloak. But with 4 voices joined, our valor...
No gloom can hold my heart for long in Shore's blessed hall, where no shadows lie.
Feldir speaks wisdom. The world-eater coward fears you, Dragonborn. We must drive away his mist, shouting together, and then unsheath our blades in desperate battle with our black-winged foe. Dragonborn, have you come to cleanse
echo with the
Sovngarde?
clamor of war, our wills undaunted.
Wold!
The eyes of shore are upon you. Defeat Alduin. Destroy the soul snare.
We cannot fight the foe in this mist.
Clear skies! Combine our shouts!
We must clear this confounding mist.
Look! Bakur! Nog Bakur!
Again!
Again! Together! Alduin is strong!
Nog Bakur!
Does his strength have no end? Is our struggle in vain?
Stand fast! His strength is failing! Once more and his might will be broken!
His power
Nog
crumbles!
Bakur!
In life, I felled foes unnumbered, fearless in battle. But no blade can defend against the terror of this gloom-stricken valley.
The endless weight gives way to battle.
There he is.
Alduin's doom. His death or
Jur!
ours.
Zafru!
Rada!
Balak Shur!
Better to die with blade! And esteem his hunger, hopeless in the mist!
Jur! Zafru!
Dovahkiin! You should not have come here.
Down with you, damned worm!
Zu Anschlag! Zu Unisoblan!
This was a mighty deed. The doom of Alduin encompassed at last, and cleansed his Sovngarde of his evil snare. This was a mighty deed. They will sing of... When you have completed your count of days, I may welcome you again with glad friendship. And when you are ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back. Return now to Nirn. Let this rich food from shore, my
Hail
lord.
her with great praise!
Shout to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
No! Moose! Surut fur Kanaran. Dovahkiin los ok Dovahkrid. Tu milos nulot.
Svomir.
So, it is done. Alduin Dilon. The eldest is no more. He who came before all others, and has always been. Happy? No, I am not happy. You did what was necessary, but I cannot celebrate his fall. Zutiraz ach ochma. Indeed, you saw more clearly than I. Certainly more clearly than Alduin. Roch funta. Perhaps now you have some insight into the forces that shape the Benesitid, the current. Perhaps you begin to see the world, but I forget myself. You have won. Savor your Goran. I feel younger than I have in many an age. Many of the Dovahe are now scattered across Kizal. Without Alduin's lordship, they may yet bow to the Varzen, rightness of my Thum. But willing or no, they will hear it. Fare thee well, Dovahkiin.
Kruza Wundan. As for myself, you've proven your mastery twice over. Thuri Dovahkiin. I gladly acknowledge the power of your Thum. Zu Odaving. Call me when you have need, and I will come if I can.
Look! Bakur!
Dremyolok, greetings. The blades are wise not to trust me. Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will I can. I have no day. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Sum arc mora.
We heard the news from Whiterun. That's a little showy, even for you. Since you're still alive, I assume you have good news to report. When you walked into my inn that day, I never imagined where it would all lead. Dragons out of legend. Sovngarde. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky, or whatever it is they do. The Greybeard, think about it. No. And they're afraid of... Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim.
Just
do
as
you
the
think
prophecy
he'd have
said.
found it? Empire if you listened to the Greybeards?
I believed in you, and yet I still didn't think I'd live to see this day. Thank you. Thank you, Dragonborn. You've done a great service for us all.
There's still the matter. My oath binds me, Dragonborn. Until Paarthurnax is dead, you aren't
afraid
welcome.
he's right. I'm deeply sorry that this has to come between us. Just as Paarthurnax's allegiance to
On guard!
Hold on. What was that? This won't take long.
Fine!
Uh-oh.